There's a top sirloin,
Okay.
and it's really good for practically anything. You can slice it really thin, or you can throw it on the grill, or you can marinate, or... We have built up our customer base to the point where I had quite a few customers in the Kansas City area who've been asking for the last year and a half for me to come to Kansas City, and I said, well, you know, where would be the best spot? And so I did an email and asked everybody, you know, if there was a general idea of different locations, if anybody had a place in mind, and started there, and then we did some Google Earth to see if we could find some spots, and I tried over the winter last year 3 or 4 different locations, and the general consensus was Prairie Village. It was a very local spot in the center for most of the people. They could come and travel without too much distance, because I figured out people didn't want to travel a whole, you know, very far at any given time.
When people buy your meat, what are they getting?
They're buying us. They're buying not just a quality product, but they know exactly who's producing it. They can ask us any questions that they want. They can find out anything about any specific animal, or how we raise them, why we do things the way we do. And so they're buying a complete package. They're buying our services as well as the products that we offer. There's a lot of movements going on right now, eating local, buying organic. There's lots of different things, but the main focus that we've found is that people just want to know who's producing their foods. They want to be able to touch and feel them and ask questions, feel that they have a connection with their food. And that's really important in this environment that we're living in now. You know, we're not producing what Grandpa always did. We've tried to take what the consumers are actually asking us to produce, and that's what we're producing. And so we've tried to look at it from a business aspect of what does our consumer want, and then, you know, what's important to them. They want to know, you know, are you using antibiotics? Are you using hormones? How are they fed? Are they out on grass? Are they grain? Where do you get your grain? They want to know all that, and that plays into what choices they make. And, you know, with all the different movements, then they can come to us and say, okay, well, what are you providing? And then we can tell them that way.
When you look at the state as a whole, you have proximity to Douglas County and Lawrence.
Yes.
You clearly have proximity to Johnson County, population centers.
Mm-hmm.
Describe the way you look at those population centers in terms of your customer base.
It's extremely vital to what we're doing, because the urbanites have limited access to local produce and fresh meats, and time and time again when we come to Prairie Village, people say, oh, you know, it's just so hard to find farmers and producers that will come into the city and bring their products. And so when we started coming, I bring chickens from one of our producers in Douglas County. We also bring eggs from my folks. We bring pork and you know, all the pet products that we do. And so we try to make it as much of a one-stop shopping as we can. We know the extended family of most of our customers. We've got a very personal relationship with them, and so they feel very comfortable with us. And, you know, whatever drama is going on in their life, we know about. And any special occasion or a happy occasion, you know, we tend to know. And so they have that personal connection with us, which makes that personal connection with their food. And that's an important thing.
Is this the future of shopping?
I think it's a version of it. I think it's where a lot of people would like to see something like this go to. Knowing the producers, you know, you see in some of the stores, you're starting to see, you know, local produce this and a picture of the producer, and people want that human, you know, in a technology world, that human connection is really important to them. So I think a version of this is where it's probably going to go.